Hey, good morning again. This is Director Marlon Green here, and I just wanted to put this out there because today is an interesting day because uh, I'm a disabled veteran. I haven't got a disability increase in a few years. I deserve one. I'm disappointed about that. That's the long-term stuff that I've been going through a couple of years. I'm really hurt. Yesterday, something very, very disappointing happened to me. But things are always disappointing, but I don't let them keep me down and determine my life's work. And I'm gonna tell you, this some real shit. The shit that love and hip hop shit and all of that Jerry Springer, that's some old bullshit. This the shit that's gonna help you grow. I'm a leader. However, I got a lot of titles, but titles don't mean anything. What means something is, are you making your positive contribution and getting things done? Anybody can make a contribution, but is your contribution worth anything to anyone besides yourself? Could anyone use it? Does it complement anyone? Or is your contribution all about you? You have to ask yourself that. Hashtag self-check. Let me tell you what I don't like lawyers, and I don't like these situations, because lawyers will say one thing and they'll do another. I got into an accident, 4 accidents within the last 3 years. 3 of them was not my fault. 1 of them was my fault. The one that was my fault, it was half his fault too, because I backed out of a driveway. I backed out of the driveway into traffic. But it was half my fault because it was like a corner store, and the parking wasn't on the angle. It was like you have to, in order to park straight coming off the highway, you have to really make a wide turn and go into the parking space. So I did that, and they had other cars on the side of me, so I couldn't really see backing out. I had a friend in the car with me, but he wasn't paying attention. And by the way, if you're riding shotgun with people, you're supposed to be looking out, because there's all kind of distractions going on, and people be moving, and you don't really know what situation you drive into, And so if you're a shotgun with somebody, you make sure that you looking out too, and you're not paying attention to your cell phone, and you're not engulfed, and you're not paying attention to the street signs and people activity. You need to be looking out. If you ride shotgun, you need to be looking out with the driver too. Now, with that being said, being looked out for, these lawyers, they really don't give a fuck about nobody but themselves. They got a lot of these secret groups and secret underground communications that they use against people. They'll represent you, spy on you, figure out how much you worth, then place a value on that instead of placing the value on the merit. I got hit by another insurance company. They abandoned me. Really the problem is, I know what the problem is. Morris Bart in New Orleans is a prominent lawyer. Him and Jim Adler in North Texas are kind of like the same kind of people. I'll get you this money. I'll get you that money. But what they don't tell you is, if you're an African American male, for one, that's a dock against you. So that's 80% that you'll get help right there. The second thing is, whether they're going to take advantage of you or not will determine whether they'll help you or not. So that's degrading your value. That's another 10% on effectiveness. They're helping you right there. And then if you tell them too much, they're not going to help you. If you tell them too little, they're not going to help you. If they turn you down, they're not going to tell you the reason why, which is fucked up, because it leaves you in the situation of being taken advantage of, and you can't clear your record. You don't know what's in the record. You don't know what's going on. And everybody know what the fuck is going on but you. The reason why I moved from Louisiana to Texas is because I lived in Texas and I worked from Texas, Louisiana, and Mississippi. I got into a storm situation, claim insurance with USAA. At first they denied it, but then they bounced back and they settled out of court. And I was happy with that. Now State Farm, Hartford Insurance, Joanne Madeira, Bobby Rotolo is a false witness. Bobby Rotolo helped Joanne Madeira. After 1 year, Joanne Madeira filed medical insurance on my insurance, which Derek Morrell helped, my agent. The accident wasn't my fault. You see the video and you see the pictures that I made, they still have not determined liability. In Louisiana, even with the police report by Sergeant Dew, with all of the affidavits, they still have not allowed or made them people accept liability. And not only did they not make them accept liability, they want me to pay the deductible, and I'm never responsible for the deductible, which is dishonorable. And you got to watch out for these scam and fraud artists, because they'll destroy your property and send your information and your picture to their buddies that's also frauding the system. And they'll group together, and even the cops sometimes will help them, because they'll make an inconsistent police report and wouldn't come back and fix it. So if a guy destroys your car, hits your car, something happens to you, the first thing you do is you call and you get a case number, because the bad cops don't want their actions being tracked. So if you're a good cop, how come you don't want your actions being tracked? How come you don't want to make a complete police report? Because you're a crook, that's why, in a cop's uniform. I don't trust anyone. So that includes cops, because you got a bad reputation, and the more research you do on you, the more it's evident. Moving along. If you don't like me, you hate yourself, baby, because I'm right in the middle of everything as far as DNA. I put them Asians, white girls, and everybody else like black guys. So you can feel, you know, complacent, or you can feel insecure as you want. That's your fucking problem. They got stud white boys out there that's cool, that we fuck with. They don't fuck with nobody, and we don't fuck with them. We treat them the same if we love them. If we don't like them, we treat them like the niggas that we don't like. So don't act like racism is about skin color, when mostly it's about economics. The people with the most sense, y'all don't listen to us. Y'all rather listen to fucking bums and give your pussy to lesser men just because they got a few dollars more. And none of y'all can get to the spiritual level. You can't get to the moral level. You can't get to any fucking level but a lower level. That's your problem, not ours. And these lawyers, right, they are very, very, very dishonest. And you always have to check their paperwork. You always have to check their signatures. They'll file a lawsuit, wouldn't tell you. Then you find out later. The reason why I switched from Morris Bart, because they'll say, I'll get you $200,000. I'll get you $300,000. But they don't tell you, if the police report is against you and damage is done, they won't even represent you getting medical off your own policy. And don't think your insurance policy is going to help you, because everyone's out for themselves. And the only reason why I'm going through all of this is because Morris Bart did not fulfill his end of the medical deal, and he filed a lawsuit, and he would not let my lawsuit go because the people that hit me had a nice insurance policy. So instead of rather letting me go in peace, he'd rather fuck the rest of my life up, because I wouldn't let them take advantage of me. And most of you Americans are just like that. If you don't like me, fuck you. Take a look at yourself, because I done put up more than enough evidence to prove to you that I'm not the problem. These young women don't like you old ass niggas. They like me more. And I think the only reason why they drop me is because more women like me. They come with all of this game. Oh, you're such accomplished. They get all of these ideas. They hold on to the file. They do a little research on you. They see you a stand-up guy. They'll drop you. They've been gainfully employed. They've been getting pussy. They married. Still fucking young girls. Getting mad at them because they like me. Then y'all in control everything. You bend over and you're on your knees for everybody. And that's the only way you got something. And I won't do it. and y'all try to make me feel that I'm less of a man when it's you, not me. I don't feel that. I don't feel the same shit you feel because I don't make the same decisions and I don't live by the same rules you do. So you don't have to try to impose your will on me. I get along with a lot more people. The question is, do you get along with yourself and other people, or do you pretend it? You know, if you're arrogant, you know, somebody need to bust your head. When I say bust your head, I mean not physically, but tell you something good in a nice debate or in your face, because talking in the media is not really talking to people. You have to really sit down. And if they don't want to sit down, then I guess you have to go through the media and see what happens. But it's better to have a sit down or at least have dialogue. You don't really have to be in the same room. And if anything comes up, and always make a police report, because the police don't want you to track their dirty deeds. And that's a couple of reasons. And then you can get into a scuffle, shootout, whatever before you go to court. Don't let the cops just blow you off. Make the police report. That's the honest thing to do. Leaving an open-ended problem is a lead way to more problems. You can't fool me. The people that's running this country are frauds. They'll tell you they helping you and they really hurt you. Take a look at what Obama and Michelle and Clinton did to your psyche. They scarred the fuck out of y'all, and you love them more because they hurt you, and you hate me more, and I'm trying to help you. That shit is backwards. Y'all need to get this shit together. We men are not all the same, and a lot of us are good housekeepers. These lawyers ain't shit. You can be a good house dad, and they'll stop you from making money. They fucking buku bitches, spending thousands of dollars. Mr. Mom can't even go nowhere. And they steady spoiling Mr. Mom, fucking her, while the dad is at home watching the kids. The mom is out fucking other guys, while the dads be at home cooking and taking care of the kids, is the norm these days. They don't want no commitment. They want a commitment of streaming income. That's all the fuck they want. It's a dead giveaway. If you got a high achieving resume, it ain't nothing without the cash, and that's why it's a dead giveaway. Only people that's harsh on me is the girlfriend that left me 10 years ago for a married guy. Now she don't like none of my videos. No, I ain't got time for that shit.